You know, I can't believe after all this time that I still have to sit down and school you guys on exactly what the hell is going on here. I mean, seriously, after all this time there are people who still don't get it. And it boggles the mind. What am I talking about? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm talking about Arcane versus Dizaster, of course. Now, I'm not gonna do an in-depth breakdown of the battle because, well, I'm just saving those for battles that I just really want to talk about some things. When battles have some things in there that I really want to talk about. So this isn't going to be an in-depth analysis or anything, but rather this is just going to be a refresher course as to what the hell a rap battle is supposed to be. Because clearly a lot of you out there have forgotten. So you guys already know what it is. Let's get it.
They say impossible could never be done, but is it possible that I'll be the one? So any obstacle will be overcome with every chord that has never been sung. So I tell them like, I know it, I know it, I know that I'm here to stay. But what's time and where's here? You have X amount of minutes.
First of all, there's a lot of hating going on. I know there's a lot of people out there who don't like Arcane, but you can't deny that the dude is nice. So put that aside. Another thing is, I know there's a lot of people out there who really like Dizaster, but you can't deny that the dude rambles a lot. So let's address the elephant in the room right away. The accusation of Caustic writing Arcane's bars. Now, here's the thing, and I cannot stress this more about rap battles. A good, let me say, 80% of all content in rap battles are lies. No, I'm serious. A good 80% of all the content in rap battles are lies. This is why it always annoys me whenever people want to throw around the accusation that you ain't a real gangster, you ain't out in the streets, blah blah blah. Knowing that if most of the battlers did half of the stuff, or at least a quarter of the stuff they claim to have done in their bars, they'd be in prison serving like multiple life sentences. Another topic for another video. So let's address this right away. Arcane writing Caustic's bars. Now, Dizaster didn't definitively prove anything. What he did was give us enough to believe that Caustic wrote Arcane's bars. And that's the point of a rap battle. All you can do in a rap battle is make an accusation and then provide evidence for that accusation, enough to get people to believe what you're saying. I always make this reference, but I need to reference this again because I thought it was perfect. When Big T accused Sue Surf of being a snitch, what did Big T do?
Ain't it a motherfucking shame? Cause it seemed like every time Surf about to get behind bars, he like to give out the other nigga's name. Shit. If I were framed, K-Shine said Surf was a snitch. I'm like, don't accuse that. So what if he did a couple months for a mandatory 3-year sentence, right? We can't prove that. But in the This Is 50 interview, he said he did less than 2 years for 2 straps, so that's a mandatory 6 turning into 2 flat, not Surf. How you do that? They said, dude, man, like, how did you make this squeal? They said the Southward Shuffle niggas. I'm like, they made up a dance for real? They call them Southward Shuffle, not because they're killed, because when police put their cards on the table, they get it cut, now they ready to make a deal.
Oh, that makes sense. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that that's not a good angle, that Dizaster had a bad angle there. The problem is, that was his only angle. Throughout all 3 rounds, Dizaster was beating the same drum. Oh, Caustic wrote your bars. Caustic wrote your bars. And, I mean, yeah, it's good, but you can't build an entire battle on one angle. You can't do that. I'm sorry, I don't care how good of an angle that is, you just can't do it. You're not going to win if you just have one point you're trying to make throughout the entire battle. That being said, Dizaster provided documentation for it and all that, and again, it's just enough to make people believe that Arcane got his bars from Caustic, but he didn't definitively prove that. And I wish people would stop acting like it and be like, oh, well, Arcane got his bars from Caustic. He automatically lost the battle when you don't even know. And that's the problem. I hate people who pretend like they know that Arcane did that when you don't know. People are freaking stupid. But anyway, all that aside, Dizaster needs to focus. Like, I feel like, put it like this. Dizaster is a hell of a lot like an Uzi. You load it up, you spray it everywhere, and you can just do this. Just hit everybody, anything and everything, and just keep, you know? And that's good sometimes, but other times you need a sniper rifle, and that's what Arcane is. Arcane is a sniper rifle, where it's just one bullet, very focused, single target. You can't wave a sniper rifle around. You have to really take your time with it. And that's why I really like Arcane in this battle. He had multiple angles, a very clean flow, very great schemes. And this is another thing that Dizaster fails at, is that his schemes get stretched out so much. It's like Laffy Taffy. Not even that, but like Dizaster's setups aren't all that good. Arcane's setups, great. You know, he had some great schemes, great setups, great payoff. Now, whether or not he got that from Caustic, I don't know, and you don't either, so stop acting like it. Either way, it was great. You know, so I agree with the decision that Arcane won that. I think he won that pretty definitively. All that aside, like I said, just solely based on material alone, Dizaster lost that battle because he really didn't have much material. Yeah, I don't see what the debate is about. People just want to hate on Arcane, and I don't get it. I really don't, and people want to dick ride Dizaster, and don't get me wrong, Dizaster is nice. I'm not taking anything away from him. All I'm saying is that, you know, the dude, he rambles a lot. He relies way too much on freestyles when he really doesn't need to. He's not that focused of a writer, or that focused of a battler, to be honest. I mean, sometimes he is, sometimes he isn't. It's kind of hit and miss. But Arcane took that definitively. I don't care what anybody says. You can argue it in the comments all day. But at the end of the day, I was going for Arcane for this. Anyway, that'll do it for me. I will see you guys later. I got more videos coming out on this channel. I've been out of town. I've been doing some other stuff. I've been working. But I'm back. I will be talking about Vengeance. Holohan versus Charlie Clips. That's going to be insane. Roan versus Fresco. Crazy. So yeah, I'll be getting to all of that in another video. I'll see you guys later. Peace.